Մեր այսօրվա հյուրը ամերիկյան խոշոր հեռուստաալիքների ամենահայտնի նախագծերի luxury lifestyle էքսպերտ է, փորձագետ, եւ նա ինքն ունի իր անհատական շոուն եւս, որը պատմում է Լոս Անջելեսի թանկարժեք տների մասին, dreamlivingLA այդպես է կոչվում, եւ այսօրվա իմ հյուրը Tatianaderovanessianն է։ Բարի առավոտ Tatiana, good morning. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Good morning everybody, Բարի լույս. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Ես նշեմ, որ մենք Տատյանայի հետ խոսենք անգլերեն, քանի որ այդպես իրեն ավելի հարմարավետ է, թեև ես ոչ այնքան հարմար եմ ինձ այդ լեզվով զգում, բայց այնուամենայնիվ. Tell me, Tatiana, how did you start it? How did you start your career as a real estate agent and a luxury lifestyle expert?
Okay, I actually, before I got into real estate, I was in the entertainment industry 18 years, running very big brands. So you're familiar with all the big luxury brands like Mercedes and Cartier and Gucci. I used to, in the entertainment industry, produce big broadcast content for a lot of these big luxury brands. And about 2011, I transitioned into real estate. And I felt it was a good transition for me because I always loved real estate personally, invested in real estate. And I felt like I could develop an incredible brand and company that could offer producing lifestyles for clients.
And still your job is somehow connected to entertainment industry because you are doing your own shows, dreamlivingLA and the other one.
Yes.
Tell us about the shows and how did you end up on that field?
On TV? Yeah. I don't think I ever left TV. It's, you know, like it's my, media has been always a very important part of everything that I've done in my career. When I transitioned into real estate, I wanted to take the media with me. So fortunately, I know how to give good camera, and I was an executive producer for 18 years, and I felt if I can produce the type of lifestyle content that people want to see, where it's homes. Everybody loves seeing beautiful luxury homes, and informative and make it a really interesting piece of content, then that's what I was going to do. I originally started actually working with NBC with Open House, which is a big show that you can catch on Saturdays. And then I went into Find Me a Luxury Home, which is on AWE. It's all about helping buyers buy luxury homes in Los Angeles. And then I have my own show, dreamlivingLA, which provides content on all the best properties in Los Angeles all over. You know, not only in Beverly Hills.
Okay, so you have spent years leading media companies, right? How do you maintain staying on top of things and just what is your secret?
Yeah, that's a good question actually. Ambition, perseverance. I think as a woman in business, we also have our additional challenges. When I transitioned into real estate, it's also another man's world really in business. So is entertainment in a lot of ways. But when you're skilled and you have the experience and you know what you're doing, then it shines through.
We would like to talk about the subject of men domination in this business more. Tell us about changes of the industry during these years. Is it still dominated by men or not?
I think visually when you look at businesses, you see a domination of male by numbers. But I think women are really just powering through, and I'm so proud of that myself as a CEO of many different companies in my current company. I think one of the vehicles that I've tried to use through my real estate platform is inspiring women to really be as successful as possible because they can. And although it was a man's world not too long ago, you've seen the changes obviously with the Me Too movement and women really speaking up. There is more opportunity. There are definitely doors open for women to prove themselves at a greater level today than we ever have had before.
Can you tell us what challenges have you faced as a woman in business?
How much time do we have?
Just a little bit maybe?
Yeah, I'll give you a little snippet. I think, you know, when I go meet with clients, I'm always going, I won't say up against or compete. I don't believe in competition. I believe all of it's very good. But I always am going up against men. And I just believe that women do everything a lot better at a whole other level. I mean, thank you to men for allowing us to rise, but women just have a different way of conducting business that's very faceted. It's multifaceted. And I think especially real estate, I think women have a stronger position and influence with the business because they have more to offer. But you know, I think with men in the industry, they'll always be there. We have to work with them. But I just think the platform's so huge for women today, and we're growing so quickly. And you see all these major CEOs, female powerhouses running companies. I'm so proud of that.
What's the most challenging part of your job, Tatiana?
The most challenging part of my job, I call myself a strategist. I'm not a real estate agent. I think that's a very basic term. Probably dealing with people's most important asset. You know, it's challenging because it's a very emotional decision. And when you sit down, it's not black and white. It has to do with a lot that's going on in their life. So probably the most difficult is working through their personal situations, and then also the strategy behind the business with the people. As far as the corporation, dreamlivingLA, I think the challenge is staying at the forefront in a very busy. There are so many real estate companies. You know, there are so many. So how do you shine? How do you stand out? That's probably the biggest challenge, because there's technology. There's all these new systems and ways of buying houses online. So a lot of consumers don't understand the value of having someone by your side through that decision. So I think difficulty right now is just trying to stand out in the crowd of a sea of real estate companies.
Getting the trust.
I mean, trust is easy. When you sit with someone and you talk to each other, you gain that. Really, the top 10% are doing all the business in LA. So you have to be in the top 10%. If the top 1% would be even better. But to stay in the top 10 is always challenging. You have to be on top of your feet all the time.
Let's also talk about the Los Angeles and luxury real estate of Los Angeles. You consider yourself an Angelino.
I do.
And everybody knows you in LA, I can tell that. Have you ever think about moving somewhere else? And let's talk about specifically about LA's real estate.
Have I thought about moving? No, I love LA so much. I've traveled all over the world, fortunate enough to have been throughout the States and internationally. If I were to move anywhere else, I would probably go to San Francisco. It's one of my favorite cities. But LA offers, as you know, so much. It's the capital of entertainment, fashion, somewhat, real estate. There's so much to offer here with weather and lifestyle. Doesn't compare. When people come here, they're buying their second home, their first home. Everybody comes to LA because they want the lifestyle, the weather. We don't have a lot of culture here in LA. You know, like in New York, you have museums and you have different places to go. But our culture is our lifestyle, and people want that. People just swarm into this city. I have international clients from all over the world. They come here and they're like, I want to be by the beach. I want this lifestyle where I have the city view, and then I have the hustle and bustle of the city, and then the quiet of the mountains where you can go hiking. So it offers a lot. It's just great lifestyle.
Tell us about the most expensive house you sold so far.
So far, it's not that expensive. I would say 10 million. But I am working on 3 projects this year, developments in Beverly Hills that are going to be between 15 and 30 million. So I'm very proud of that. I tend to focus on quality of my business rather than quantity. When you get into real estate, usually it's a lot of selling a lot of houses. I don't operate that way. I work with a specific type of client, and I work on the quality of the relationship and the quality of the business. So I do less, but more in that respect.